Before we can start studying chemical reactions, we need to understand what a chemical equation looks like. Let's start with an arrow. This is called a yield sign. On the left side, we start with reactants. Depending on the situation, these can sometimes be referred to as reagents or starting materials. On the right side of the yield sign are the products. The reactants and products are written with their chemical formulas. If more than one reactant or product is present, they are included on the respective side with a plus sign. The phases of each species are included italicized in parentheses after each species, where G is gas, L is liquid, S is solid, and AQ is aqueous, or species that are dissolved in solution. Other information can be written on top of or below the yield sign, like reagents. Conditions can also be written. These include the temperature at which the reaction occurs, or added energy in the form of heat or a photon. Delta and H nu represent heat and a photon respectively. Sometimes a reaction occurs best in a specific solvent. In these cases, the solvent can be written underneath the yield sign. Catalysts help reactions occur faster without being part of the net reaction. Catalysts can be written on top of the yield sign. When studying thermodynamics, changes in functions like enthalpy, entropy, or free energy are written at the end of the equation. Here is an example of the change in enthalpy. And finally, balancing the chemical equation. Add coefficients in front of a species to multiply them so that the moles of each element on each side of the yield sign match. In other videos, I'll explain why balancing is so important and give you some tips on how to balance equations quickly.